Welcome everybody to this. Shut up, Gabe. Fuck off.
I just.
Nah, that's crazy.
You set Gabe off, and then it just.
I was watching it.
All right.
He went. Okay.
But then you said something, so I went. I don't know, because I paused. Anyways, moving on.
You
All
thought I was
right.
gonna fuck you up again, didn't you?
Yeah,
Dude, I haven't messed with you in like 6 weeks.
I'm
need
scared.
to,
I'm
we need to.
traumatized.
Tracking.
This is the cold open.
time.
This is literally the cold open. If we wanted a cold open, this is it.
There you go. You got it.
What it do, everybody? Welcome to the Boost Podcast, and this week's winner of the $10 Nintendo gift card is Big Fan of Buzzes. You'll see their name right here. Congratulations. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and if you get this video over 40 likes, we'll do 40 this time, you guys can also win we're going to do $20 next time. This is $10. We're going to do $20 next time, so enjoy the video. Thanks. Welcome, everybody, to the Boost View Podcast. Here on the Boost View Podcast, we like to talk about Nintendo games new and old, give them a review, and maybe a look back in retrospect. Today, though, we're talking about Pokemon Unite, one of the competitive MOBA? Is that the word for it? It's like a League of Legends style type competitive game. But before we get into that, my name is Favalam.
Hello, I'm Gabe, or Excellion96. It's nice to see you again.
Hello, I am Fuse, aka Short to Fuse.
And we have not one, but two lovely guests, one returning and one brand new for you tonight. We'll start with our returning guest, Nexus. Tell them
I'm
who you
sorry.
are,
I
what
was
you do.
like, wait, am I the returning one or the new one? I was like, we quit.
No, you're returning.
Hi, that's me.
Hey, Nexus,
Hi.
welcome back.
Hi, I play a lot of this game. Hi.
Yeah. At the time of this recording, your episode's not out, but by the time this episode
Okay,
will come
sweet. I
out,
don't want to
you
break
will
the fourth
have-
wall.
you will
Okay,
have been
sweet.
on the podcast.
Sweet.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Awesome.
And we have our resident.
that's
I
gonna
would
be
call
interesting. We're
her
excited.
somewhat of an expert. I would hope so. She's an expert at Unite. Bridget, introduce yourself. Tell everybody what you're about.
What's up? I'm Bridget. I am the new one, I promise. I've not been here before. But yeah, I play
Welcome.
She's like, why am I here?
I play quite a lot of Unite. I would hope with the hours I suck into it, I might know one thing or
I'm
two.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You know, it's a choice I've made.
There we go.
So a lot of people, I like to call this game Diet League of Legends. I know a lot of people get
God.
mad at that, but it's definitely very League of Legends MOBA-esque. It's fun though. I enjoy playing it when I get on very casually. Bridget may not enjoy playing with me, but that's okay.
No, I love it. No, I love it.
Why?
I love when you guys lay in Talonflame. I love it.
Yes.
They'll get that. They'll get
For
that.
real?
Wow.
That no comment. No comment. No comment.
I didn't know. I didn't know what jungling was. I have never played like MOBAs before.
I'm
so-
not. I don't live in South America. I don't know what a jungle is. I live in Ohio, bro. It's just I got
That's fair.
I got
That's
corn
fair.
over here.
That's true. That's the truth.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a old Southern boy. I don't know what. Anyway, but like we said,
God.
we're all right.
Hey, don't
So,
blame the
like I
Southern,
said,
bro.
we're talking about Pokemon Unite, and we
Texas
usually like to
fighting
start
right
a
now.
discussion by how do we first encounter said game? How do we first when do we first play this game? How do we learn about it? And just kind of that experience. Usually, this involves like really nostalgic, heartwarming stories. But I mean, we'll see how that goes here. My first experience with this game was literally when we did that stream, Bridget. And it was like
Really?
me, you. Yeah, that was the first time I really
Aw.
played it. So, and with it was like me, I think it was me, you, Fuse. I think Sal was in there, and oh my God, what's his name? What's his name? The in your chat,
Gabe.
Your on your chat. He's a Hasanabi head.
Oh, Amira.
Amira, yes,
Oh,
Amira was
Amira.
playing with us as well.
I love
Yeah,
Amira.
I was getting ripped to shreds by everybody in the lobby. It was crazy.
You did great.
But that was literally my first experience. So
I drink to forget.
Repressed memory.
But yeah, let's go ahead and start.
That is so funny.
Get away from
Austin,
me.
why are you in my lane? I thought we were
That
laning
is
together.
so
No,
funny.
we're not.
I just be like, I just pick
out of my
Pikachu and I just
What?
roll, I'm like, let's go dunk on
Oh,
some stuff.
God, dude! Wow, man. Yeah, I hope we're having fun, bro.
Nexus is playing with us on Wednesday and on the Boost View podcast or Boost View podcast gaming on we're gonna do it on Gabe's channel, so make sure
That's
you
me,
follow
guys.
it.
That's me. That's me. Wait a minute.
Bridget,
Factual. That is you.
what a
It's you and
throwback!
me.
Is that
Mom,
Lo-
pick me
is
up.
that-
I'm scared.
Yeah.
friend Steve.
How much longer?
Oh my goodness. Anywho, Bridget, how
saw
did
it
you
on
first play
TikTok
the
video
Unite?
the other day.
I played it the second I could, actually.
ma'am.
I've never played
Really?
a MOBA before. Yeah, I played the Japanese beta. I made a
Yes,
Japanese
ma'am.
Nintendo account
Yup.
just to play the beta. No idea what was happening. And I woke up. I have some of my IRL friends
Oh my
are really
God.
big League of Legends people. But I always said if I downloaded the game, it's a cry for help. So don't let me play the game.
Oh my God.
So when they heard MOBA, they were like, oh, okay, we'll like show you how to play. We were all really excited for it. And so that's who I kind of played with at first. And then we fizzled out. And then I suddenly kind of got back into it. And that's when I found like the Unite Twitch community. And I've been very addicted. So yeah, I was pretty frame one into
Nice.
it.
When did Unite come out? It was fairly recent.
It was like 2
correct?
years
it over
ago,
the
yeah.
pandemic, Or
2021.
Yeah.
There we go.
oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, this would go under the I would say the new
years
category
ago, yeah.
of our review section.
No, this is a classic,
Nexus.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
opposite time
agree.
level, baby.
Yeah.
Nexus, what about you? How did you first play Unite?
I like to compare it to doing drugs. So there's
I
a
agree.
blueprint.
When you get your first hit, your first bump.
Everyone's got a blueprint in life, right? There's many things I could have done instead of playing Unite. I could have been an engineer.
yeah.
I could have been the CEO of freaking Amazon, right? But instead, I woke up one morning, I did the same thing she did, saw the Japanese beta, didn't know what was going on, made that, stomped out,
Yeah.
saw Absol, didn't even know Absol was playable, lost my mind. So it was a good time. It was a fun time. Also, never really played. Well, I technically did play a MOBA. I played Heroes of the Storm, but that's another drug for another day because
yeah.
I only played that for I only played that for Overwatch skins. So it was
Wait, it gives
yeah.
you
They did this
Overwatch skins?
collab.
That's because
Yeah,
it's
it's
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
right?
They did this collab where you can get like a Genji skin and Diva skin, and I wanted that on like all 7 of my accounts. So I played it for like 200 hours. So
Oh yeah, don't they do that with like Valorant and League? Like I think you can get League skins. if you
no,
play
it's like a
Valorant, not the other
collab.
way
Like
around,
they
for
had
sure.
the League anime, whatever it's called, Arcane, and then they're like,
Oh
they
yeah,
had
I
a
do
gun
remember that.
skin.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
yeah, it was like Rayman
Yeah.
Man, whatever. But yeah, I would like to say Unite as a
Yeah.
drug. I
Yeah.
would say that as a drug. Yes, I have many hours. I have like 5 alternative accounts that also have many hours. It's not like it.
Oh
Yeah, a
he's
little
Smurf.
bit. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
You're the
You got
Part
it.
of the
You gotta.
Oh my god, that's part of the MOBA experience. I feel like eventually, if you get it deep enough, you're like,
100%.
I'm Smurf.
100%.
Let's do Gabe next.
So honestly, I can't remember how I first started this game. It was pretty. It wasn't. You know, I didn't play like the Japanese beta and anything like that. But it was pretty much at the beginning of the game. I think I didn't download it for a couple weeks because I was like, I mean, I don't really like League of Legends. But then I mean, I grew up with Pokemon. I saw Quinn playing it. I watched Bridget's streams. You know, this and that. And I was like, okay, I'll try it out. And I mean, it's very simple, you know. Like, yes, there's, you know, it's simple. Like going in, you know, you're like, oh my god, it's Pokemon. You know, I grew up with Pokemon, love it. It's fun, it's colorful, it's charming. You know, all the fun Pokemon. Oh, Pikachu's on it. Talonflame. Tampon. People said Tampon Flame. I'm like, oh my god, that's so funny. Whatever. I've been hearing.
Who said that? You? Did you say
Well, I started singing because I heard. I think I heard Amira, and then I heard B, and then I heard Quinn, and then I heard you know like just more and more, and like and I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. But yeah, whatever. But it I mean, I liked it, and then you know, skill-based matchmaking started slapping me back down to reality, and then I would get very frustrated, and I was like, So I'm this. I grew up with Halo. I think Halo is where I shine the most. Too bad Halo's dead. But guess what? I had fun for the couple of months I did sink into Unite. And if I do go back, which I kind of want to go back because I want to try out Mimic.
Oh yeah.
See how it is. And I did try out Absol for a minute, man. And Absol was really good. Apparently he was OP, and I think I hit him right after he got a little bit nerfed, but he was still kind of like really good. And then I think he got nerfed again, and I kind of
that was about that was season 4 where he was already a top tier laner jungler, and then they're like, hey, let's just buff him. Let's just buff him. So
let's buff him.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
It's all, and then they were testing the waters for Mewtwo apparently these days.
This is a great idea.
Talk about it.
Well, too bad. We are later.
We'll get into that. We will get into Mewtwo apparently. Yeah, it's I do like the game. I still respect it. I wish the menus weren't really shitty and laggy, but I'll talk about that later.
But yeah, I have a point, but Fuse, tell us about it.
Fair. All right, so spoiler.
are you okay?
Oh,
I
for 10 years.
For 10 years, a League of Legends player. Terrible.
Oh
I'm
my
not-
god. Like
I
dollars?
still go to therapy. Literally, I
7K?
think I
7,000
7K
What?
for that game. It was insane, dude. Dollars. Yep.
Yo,
Wow.
I can't even
Damn,
shame
dude.
you
What if I
because
sold it?
do
Is it
that.
worth
Do
about
it.
I can't
Why
shame
would
you,
you
bro.
do that?
Because of
That's
how
so
rare
much
the
money.
skins I have are.
That's a
They're not-
mortgage.
What if it goes
what
up,
if I
man?
want to go
down
back?
it's a drug. What if he goes back? If he goes back boneless, it won't be the same.
You live in Texas. You could get a fucking mansion with that.
A mansion
Exactly,
off.
dude, I'm
A
saving
mansion?
so much money. What?
Yep. That's
Oh,
you.
I
That's
get
your
that.
soul.
Dude,
Wait, like,
I-
you
That's your
spend so much
soul,
money
man.
on a
Who would
game
you
that,
be
like,
without
bro,
that
I
account?
can't ever delete it, dude.
Dude,
I'm
don't
already
ask how much I spent at Genshin
committed.
Impact, man. I feel you there, bro. I really
I've
do,
already
man.
paid the
I really
double
do,
on part
man.
of my
I've heard about
soul for
Genshin.
this.
I've heard the Genshin stories.
So like, oh, dude. So when I heard Pokemon was getting a MOBA, I was excited.
He's
'Cause,
free!
You know, I could play something that it looked a lot more fun. and I already quit League of Legends like 3 years
Right
ago.
back in.
And so Pokemon Unite came out a year after, so freedom. And so I tried it out. I made Pikachu, Charizard, and the etc. Because Pikachu was fun. Electro Ball, the Volt Tackle, and they were just getting destroyed. Played it for a couple months because all my friends were playing. We were all just joining each other's streams and enjoying the fun.
Okay.
Stopped for a bit. I picked it up again once the first year release is coming out because you get all the rewards and all the other fun stuff and stuff. And they had this. They finally had
the
this,
super
like,
enhancers,
they do, like,
yeah.
a couple things like
That
make
was
your,
nice.
item like level 30
Oh.
immediately without having to pay so much of that stuff. Yeah, the super enhancers. Like,
Yep.
finally, because they spent so much of the things to max those things out because everyone had them all maxed out. So we were getting clapped everywhere, dude. It was terrible. And then I picked it up a couple weeks ago because I finally realized that Umbreon was in the game. Favorite evolution. Tried them out. Defender.
Are you literally locked in place? What do you mean, look?
You're in like a timeout circle,
You can't escape. It's terrible.
and there's nothing you can do
You
to.
just literally just. They don't leave
it's,
this circle. It's a timeout circle. And
No
then
thanks.
if you stand in there, you get boosted attacks. Every swing. You're just swinging at them.
Yeah.
And then once it's done, you can do it 2 seconds after.
That mon
It's so
was
funny, like,
there was a
It's so
high paying
funny.
developer
Make it
that
and you
saw
just
that
kill
mod
them.
and thought, yeah, let's
so
launch this.
funny.
It looks great. Let's launch it.
Who tested this?
Yeah.
Who-
Mean look,
who
intimidate your
developed-
foes
oh,
so
go
they
ahead, sorry.
can't ever run.
No,
Kids
go ahead, continue.
screaming on the other mic. It's so funny, dude.
Oh, okay.
But honestly, it's always a good game. I know. I was wrapped
Damn.
I
New
didn't
man.
spend any, I didn't spend any
Okay.
money on Unite because after the League of Legends debacle, I'm like,
I think-
not again for another MOBA. No, I don't need to do that. No, I was like, no. Yeah, exactly. So I got a couple of good ones. Like Umbreon so far is my favorite.
I see.
Defenders that just like
That's your
it's
favorite.
trolling if
Poor
you just have
thing.
them
I see.
block in place. You're
Okay.
literally just swinging at
I
them.
see.
They're just not doing anything.
He's one of
They're
those.
trying to run. They can't.
Yeah,
it's so
that's
You're
Yeah.
part of the problem.
Oh. I said an opinion.
Yo,
like, oh,
dude,
I
this
see,
is-
I see how it is.
Are you all right, man?
If I had to
Like,
explain
yo.
my League of Legends was
That's why you quit.
I love trolling them. I love trolling people, dude. I was not
Dude.
alright. Dude, I used to have a poster
You know, man,
of
I'm
T-Mobile
happy
on my
you're
desk
happier,
when I
man.
would play,
I'm
dude.
happier you're
It's
happier,
him
man.
throwing the darts.
Chamber. If
The
any,
darts
if there are
that
any
no one hits
Valorant
you.
players,
It's
you know,
funny.
Peak Chamber was
Yeah,
toxic,
Peak Chamber
so-
was toxic. You ripping the poster. I see you, man.
So
I
much
see
better
you, man.
to leave League of Legends. So good.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah. So
but mobility was Pokemon Unite is a lot
well,
of fun.
even
It can
like
be fun.
even as like somebody casual and like
Until
doesn't
you-
know
until
who
you
the,
get tilted.
what the
Until
fuck
you
they're
get
doing when they
tilted.
play.
Right.
I love the shit out of it. Like it's fun. I definitely can't. I would never get play competitively. I enjoy the competitive scene though. I enjoy watching it. I love watching Bridget play it. I lurk in her streams all the time. Like, oh, what's up? And now that I've seen you play at Nexus, I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? And I love seeing like when I was at NAIC, it was like seeing what was it TTV win. That was
Hard
such
as
a
hell.
cool moment.
Hard
I was
as
like,
hell.
whoa, this feels like
That was such a
like-
cool
I was like-
tourney.
yeah, I was like, man, this is like got a really, I don't know. It's just it's so different than the rest of Pokemon, but it still feels like really, I don't know. It just feels like at home at the same time. It was really neat.
You know, I thought it was
But-
weird when it first came out. I was like, why are there not type disadvantages in it? And you know, I thought I know.
Sky.
This was like this. I had never played a MOBA. Everybody I've ever met and still have yet to meet is always going to tell me, you know, League of Legends sucks. So I had already like, oh man, it's a MOBA. But then I was like, well, it's Pokemon. Why is water? Pikachu's not super effective and fucking Blast. The fuck. And then I quickly learned, well, obviously that wouldn't make any sense, like in this genre of blah blah blah. And so, you know, I very quickly respected that, and that's one of the most unique things about this Pokemon MOBA is yes, that doesn't exist, but it's for a good reason, and I don't know, that just kind of stuck with me, and I still respect it for, you know,
It was
something
crazy.
Like that.
I actually vividly remembered like literally when that game got announced. I vividly remember it. Everyone and their mothers react to it, hated the game. They're like, this is trash. Why does this exist?
Yep.
Direct chat was
Yeah,
not
they
happy.
were not. They were pissed. They were like, we don't want this. We want Gen
Yep.
9. They were pissed. Pissed. They didn't even want this. And
You know, you don't want Gen 9, guys. I promise.
it was,
you
dude,
didn't
it
want
was
it.
bad.
Yeah, regret.
It was so bad because like
Who's
even
gonna
like
tell
they
him?
were literally like basically
God, I
any
wish I could
Pokemon
tell- I
creator
wish
that
I
was
could
streaming
tell
the
him.
game or
Who's
playing the
gonna
game like
tell him?
on launch, people would come in their chats and just shit on them because I'm like, oh, well, you were shitting on the
Really?
game. Now you're playing it and having a good time. What's really good with you? So I'm like, hey man, it looked crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I didn't say anything negative about the game at all, but there was a lot of people. They was saying some stuff. You know, they was disappointed. They were hurt, upset.
I didn't know. I knew it was somewhat mixed when it launched because of partly that, and then I think there were. Was it pay to win, or is it somewhat pay to win, or did they nerf that stuff, or like at launch was it kind of pay to win? I heard rumor or I
At
heard
the
things
start,
about
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the start, it was sort of pay to win to get the items.
It's a little
like,
better
the 30,
now.
Like, immediate
Right.
pay
Okay.
and stuff.
So they
Yeah.
fixed that. Okay.
But
It doesn't
So,
really
yeah.
make
I think
that
quickly, like, kind of fixed
Right.
that
much of a
little-
difference. The only thing that's like
Yeah.
grindy now are the emblems, which are like runes in
Yeah.
League, so
Okay.
I hear. But even those make such a marginal difference. A lot of pro players don't even play with them enabled because they're
Yeah.
not allowed in pro play.
Yeah.
So
Oh, cool.
Oh.
There you go. That completely just gets all right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's another thing I like about the community is that they just
Yeah.
outright ban, or like if they see things that they know like they feel makes the game unfair, they just straight up don't use it or don't play with it. Like don't they not use Mewtwo or something, or Zacian?
yeah, so there is a community within the Unite community. They have a Discord. They just call it MathCord, and they run the numbers that probably should be available in the game, but for some reason
Yeah.
aren't. So they will like after patches and stuff test a bunch of stuff and see if there are any bugs, and if bugs are reported, they see how easily repeatable they are, and if they are, they like announce to the community who are hosting tournaments like, hey, this is our recommended ban list, these are all bugged mons, and sometimes they'll even release what the bug is if it's like avoidable. So it's pretty nice actually. The community there is really helpful because
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
the official circuit is hit or miss. They actually help inform the official
Yeah.
circuit on who
That's
to
cool.
ban.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
It's cool.
that's
It's
sick.
cool for sure.
And shout out to what are they called?
Math
Math
board.
cord.
Math Cord. Shout out to Math Cord.
For sure.
Mathematicians.
God's work.
Yeah.
Thank you, math
The
teachers,
nerds.
the
It's so
tutors.
cool.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I love
Math
them.
is fun.
Nerds.
Math is very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the boring subject? Is
I
that how
love
you
math,
like
dude.
the
I
practical?
love math, bro. I love it.
I like geometry. That's my favorite math.
Good one.
I'm sorry. I can't. That was terrible. That was
Yo, what's good with you, man?
dude?
Yo,
Mine
what's
was
good with you, man?
sleeping
This is a learning
time.
experience, bro. I need you to be better, man. What's good with you, man?
I was really good at dodgeball, by the way. Really good.
I believe that.
So they got rid of it. Why'd they get rid of it?
Dude, I was sad when they got rid of dodgeball
Skill
in
diff.
10th grade.
Just
bro.
a skill
Like,
differential
some
right
kid
there.
got,
Would have
like,
never.
Sounds skill issue.
Skill
That's
issue.
what it
so
yes.
bad and
That
you're
kid's
like,
trash.
so
He needs to get
bad
better.
completely.
Dodge.
I was about to say. I was like, sounds like a skill issue, bitch.
Pokemon Unite, by the
Damn.
way.
Ooh.
I'm saying this feels like a MOBA chat.
100% does. That is me when I see someone love Pikachu. Like, I have a future. Come on. Come on now. Come on.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Anywho, so to the competitive uniters here in the Discord.
Oh my God.
Well, what would you recommend for people who want to get into just the game in general, but also like the competitive community, and like what would you recommend to them do, and like I don't know, like what other resources could they like seek out and whatnot? Either or can Nexus or
That's a good question.
There are a lot of good resources. So there's a website called UniteDB, which stands for just Unite Database, and they have basically kind of like simplified descriptions on like what all the Pokemon do, recommended moves, recommended items to have with them. They even have like a little tier list on what they recommend is meta right now. Honestly, I feel like I got a lot better by watching other players, just going into streams and seeing how other people play the game, playing with my friends who've played other MOBAs like League. The in-game resources are a little limited, so you kind of do have to go elsewhere. YouTube, but there's a lot of good YouTubers who have like guides and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, you do kind of have to like, if you really care, I feel like it's a pretty natural transition because the game isn't really going to tell you very much within the platform, at least.
There's like a little, you can do like these little like, isn't there like I remember there was like a nighttime map back when I like was playing it, and it was like you played with like AI or what, and it was kind of like just custom game, training ground, firing range kind of stuff.
yeah.
You know,
There's a practice mode where
Yeah,
you can
but
kind
it's-
of like hit
yeah.
a dummy and see, like you can evolve immediately. You could like
Yeah,
ult
yeah.
on repeat if you want. Like you can
Right.
go in practice mode, and actually every Pokemon is unlocked in practice mode. So even if you haven't purchased a Pokemon, you can go out and test it. Or it's good to do if you like aren't sure if you want to buy a Pokemon
Exactly.
in game and see if you like the playstyle at all. So that is pretty nice.
Yeah, but obviously that won't show you, like what actual people play like in the game, because you'd play against bots, and remember Call of Duty Black Ops 1 when it had fire, the whatever, you'd play against the bots. That's not how real people are going to play. It's fun, but yeah, like what Bridget was saying, you want to watch other people do it and see how
100%.
they go. That's what I learned about
Especially,
speed.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. So,
I was just gonna say that, especially like if like I like to play supports, so I like to watch other people who play supports to see if they're doing something I'm not. So
Yeah.
Who do you
yeah,
who do you play?
So-
I love Blissey, Hoopa.
Yeah,
I've played every support. I love every support.
Let's
honestly.
go.
That and like mages and some tanks
Okay,
and stuff.
okay.
But I love all the supports. They're my
For sure.
faves.
For sure.
If for anyone listening that doesn't know what the different roles are, I have them pulled up here on the website. So we have attacker, speedster. I assume that's the jungler.
Usually, yeah.
of this one.
Yeah.
All arounder, which looks like just the broken people.
Yeah.
Mostly.
And then defender, which I assume is like tank, and then supporters who are like healers.
Yeah.
So
I remember Tyranitar was the last like broken one I had to
Bro.
deal with.
Yeah,
the all rounder.
with
He
his-
was bad.
True damage,
Yeah, the
ult
crit- oh
every
my
single
God.
time. That was fun.
It's crazy too
Yeah.
because now he's like literally like a throw pick. Like he's one of the worst mons in the game. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, I don't think he was
that's so
picked at
funny.
Worlds
Yeah.
once.
I really think I think they went too.
I know, it's
I think
Tyranitar,
T-Tar
bro.
should be busted, but it's like not. I don't want
needs to
that
be
again. I don't want that again.
Why,
Maybe
they
something a
do,
little
like,
less than
like
that.
that.
Not
Yeah.
that again. That was.
Maybe just make him slow. Maybe just make him slow.
Plus, that's
shit. I don't know.
yeah.
So my question.
Just make
Yeah.
him slow.
Yeah.
Okay,
My
I'll
question-
make it better. I know so much about the game. So like,
yeah.
I actually
Make him
created the
slow.
game.
Make him slow.
I did. I one day I was like Pokemon Unite, and then
Oh, you made the game?
There it is.
Bro,
But
you ruined my
what's-
life.
I did. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Hey man, give me more money, please, and I'll make it back. As Angry Joe Show says, "Fuck you, give me money."
Give me more
One company like
Yeah.
Blizzard or whoever does shitty, you know. But so what was I never understood Speedster because
Oh.
I always was doing Speedsters. Apparently, I was
That's me, that's
so.
what I play.
I thought it
Played
was they moved.
Speedsters.
I know I played them. I thought like they just moved faster, but they don't. They move the same speed as like.
Well, they have
fucking
high
Blissey
mobility.
would or,
Like in their actual kits, they have high mobility. Yeah.
Okay.
Like Talonflame hits the skybox. Like he's like untouchable until he comes down with flying. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
You're the cleanup crew.
Yeah, and he's kind of like mid tier now,
T-Flame,
right?
yeah, I'd say like he's
Talonflame?
definitely not a throw pick,
okay.
but like only
Yeah.
there's like some teams that will play him in lane, but they're extremely coordinated. Like they got a strat with that,
Yeah.
but it's like he's usually a jungle. Like most speedsters are
gotcha.
jungle.
He's kind of got like a lot of the older speedsters have gotten really power crept
Oh,
by
yeah.
the new speedsters.
Oh, yeah.
I
The
gotcha.
new ones are harmful to me
That,
specifically.
yeah, that's crazy because that's
Personally harmful.
They hurt
that's crazy
me.
because that's literally who I play. That's who I play.
well, we've kind of already been breaking it down, but yeah, like who do we main? Who do we
answers
like?
so
Who do we
many
hate?
wow.
Who's
Oh,
busted? I know. Like, I guess we start with who's because I only know of this just from like looking at Twitter, like the busted people like Zacian and U2 and.
I hated that because I wanted to play Zacian. As soon as I saw Zacian was announced, I was like, "Oh, he's so cool! I would totally love it." And then I hear he's really good. I'm like, "Cool, I'll play it." And then I hear he's broken. I'm like, "Well, I don't want to be that guy." But I mean, you gotta
Play
play
him now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, has he
Yeah,
been
he got
nerfed?
nerfed twice. He's
Yeah.
still broken though, but he got
Oh,
nerfed
okay.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like the community as a whole has just been like, when Zacian was broken, everyone was like, don't
where's-
do that. That's so BM to ladder, blah, blah, blah. And now Mewtwo's
Yeah.
broken. Everyone's just like,
No,
do
literally.
whatever you want. Like,
on,
everyone's
man.
so tired.
Literally.
Everyone's like, whatever, bro. Just do it.
Listen, if they put enough broken mons in the game, then it'll all even out again.
That's like Modern Warfare 2. Remember Modern Warfare 2 back in the day? You had your grenade launcher, you had one-man army, you had the
And
kill
everyone's
streaks,
broken.
you had the ACR, you had the
I love
AA-12, you had
when
the...
We'll be talking about like egg hatching and Pokemon. And they'll be like, yeah, it's just
my
like
God.
Black Ops 2, bro.
No, it's the principle. You know, if everything's broken, then the game isn't broken. MW2, you had all these different
Yeah.
broken weapons. Yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about. But
I
it's,
know what
it's
you
funny.
mean. It's just
it's
you
very
always like
polarized.
you
Yeah.
Like literally episode 1, we were doing this. He talked about. I'm like when I was making the half-year compilation, I noticed you doing that. I was like, oh, that's so funny. I should make like a. I should
need
make
a
a
Black
reel of
Ops.
just you comparing things to Black Ops.
Oh, I did.
Bro, he would he would kill those.
Here's why Pokemon is the same as Call of
Dude, you would literally kill those if someone's like, can you explain this to me in Black Ops terms? Like you would
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I got you. Okay, so you remember the ACR? Do you remember one-man army perk? Do you remember? Okay, sorry.
Okay,
You guys.
While we're here, Nexus, you answered this last time. Bridget,
Oh my god.
are you team? If you had to choose between Annihilate or Spidops, who would you choose?
Not Spidops, bro. Yeah, this is game.
Oh,
be for
no.
real.
Spider. No, I am
Yeah.
being
Be
for real.
for
I am being
real.
for real. I'm
Yeah.
being
And
for
that
real.
is
I'm
the
being
sad
for
thing.
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. Cool.
Spidops is good shiny. As a better shiny, but
It's
I'll
the
give you
goats.
that.
Dude, I'm just saying.
That's all,
What is
that's all I
an
can give you.
I'll give that. I will give that.
That would be so sick,
Dude,
I will say
actually.
this: if Annihilate ever shows up,
I can
in
see
Unite,
Yeah, I can see
in the
Annihilate in the
game.
game and I'd be there no
I
what.
swear to God.
I'd be there no matter
So
what.
excited.
I must say, the animations
around
are
as a
always
main
very
would give me
good. Like,
so
the
much
Pokemon
serotonin.
themselves like how they animate them is actually so cute. Drizzle, the Sobble middle
he
evolution,
walks
crawls on all fours.
Oh, that's cool.
So cute. It's actually so cute. Yeah, I must say, I'll give them that. They do a good job.
That is one of my preferred
Oh my
releases
God.
as well too, because I genuinely can't stand them
Crazy.
on. Like I think Inteleon is that's a sewage monster.
Yeah.
But like playing
Right.
them on,
No.
I'm like it's fun. So I'm like it's fun. It's cool.
I want Swampert in the game, bro.
Oh my god, I would never
Swampert,
get out.
please.
I need that. Yeah,
Swampert,
they reuse the assets from
Blaziken.
Pokken Tournament,
I
and Blaziken and
imagine
Sceptile are in there.
Sceptile
So
and
Sceptile's already
Swampert
basically
will
a
be there
guarantee.
eventually.
Swampert is technically in there in Pokken. He's like one of the background mons, so like he could.
How did they reuse assets?
It's
from
open
Pokemon
source.
into
I have heard that
It's
as
open
well.
source. Bandai's open source with it. So Tencent just asked Bandai.
oh, yeah, who
Tencent
makes this
and
game?
Tencent, Timmy Studios, and Pokemon.
Timmy.
Yep.
Okay, so it's not Game Freak. Gotcha.
Yeah, Game Freak honestly really only handles like the mainline games. They don't handle like
fi- I
They
any
just
of
give them
the
the rights to use their
yeah.
IP.
right.
Yeah, I figured it was something like that, but you never know. You'd be surprised. What would?
Fair.
Never mind. That's a tangent. So yeah, I was gonna say
This is why this game is actually very similar to Black Ops 2. Let me tell you what. No, I'm just kidding.
It's this paper. I will.
Let me get my long scroll and tell you guys.
Shut up. Kate.
Oh, I was gonna say sorry. I was reading questions and notes and stuff.
ChatGPT,
So I was
please
saying
explain what
the actual
It was
game. Do you guys ever encounter? I never encountered any like
you're
connection issues, but is that like a prevalent
Oh, wow.
thing? Or I don't again. I only played
girl.
like 5 games.
Let him
so-
know.
Sounds like
Yeah.
there
I,
is.
fig- I figured it would be a problem eventually.
So
'cause
you
it's
didn't
Nintendo
play
Online.
Nexus? I don't know if you played during this time. Do you remember when the server
Who's
would
gonna
glitch
tell 'em?
and put you in completely separate
Yes, you
lobbies
face-
while you were
Yes.
mid-game? And you thought you were playing the real game, but then you got to the end screen and like
It says
your team
victory or
lost,
defeat.
and you
Yeah,
were like,
I just.
"What
It was
just
a straight
happened?"
fever dream. Like you get
Whoa.
warped.
I have never heard of this.
It was bad.
I don't
Yeah,
really
I've
know how
never-
they broke it that
was bad.
bad.
That's
but
crazy.
It was bad.
It wasn't that long of a time, but
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
all ears.
I have a story. I got a story actually for this. So I went into a match and I joined the game, but like 30 seconds later, I'm suddenly in the middle of the game and there's like 30 seconds left, and I'm like, how did I get here? What's going on? And immediately I lose.
was that like
point.
recent
Because at 30
Fuse?
seconds, I couldn't get anything. So I was like, what the fuck just happened?
So back in the
What
peak of that.
am I? No, that
Are
was like
people
a-
still
like a
encountering
year and
that
a
to this
half
day?
ago,
Like
so.
on like a very
was
rare-
that-
Not
No,
really.
they fixed
There's
it.
like this
Yeah.
new
that
there's
was
new
still,
bug
like-
now. It's like a visual thing where you lock in your Pokemon. It's only you and one other person, or just you. The other three, you don't know what they locked. You don't know where they're at. Like it's just it's so annoying. It's been like a month.
You can't see like your allies like, unless they pick a lane. Then you can see it on the
Yeah.
little map. But so that one's fine. That's a new one. There's usually
like
something.
Wow.
Huh. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So there's still pretty like
Yeah.
buggy and okay, gotcha, understood.
It's not too bad. Like in terms of the bugginess scale, right now is like
Yeah.
fine, like a 3 out of 5.
So who else does everybody else play? Curious. Asking it for a friend.
Well, when I did play the few games, I liked Pikachu and I liked T-Tar and I liked
Okay.
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 Cute.
Okay. Two. We're,
I kind of wanted to play Dragonite, but
hey, 2 for
it's
3.
whatever.
We like that. 2 for 3.
So when I started, I mained Pikachu and
Crustle.
Charizard.
You
but
seem like a
when they
Crustle guy, I'm
introduced
not
a
gonna
couple
lie to
other
you.
characters, I played Crustle. Now I play Umbreon.
Oh my
Crit 'em,
god.
bro.
Dude,
Crit them.
E-speed
Nice.
slashing at them, dude. They just get chopped, dude. They're gone.
Dude.
They're gone.
Expedia,
how
I just
scared
zoom
they
at
are
them.
When E-speed Crustle starts charging at them.
Bro, that's alarming. That might be 0 for 3, bro. You said Pikachu, Crustle,
Dude,
and
immediately it
who was the other
steps away
one?
from me, I still catch up to him to slash him. It's
Oh,
over.
Charizard. Okay.
And Charizard at the start.
Yeah, there was a time period. It was about a year ago. A year from last year around summertime. He was the best jungler, and it was not a good time.
Because it's just burning everything. Because it was so fun.
There was like infinite XP on the new map. And he just got like level 10 by like the 7-minute mark, and you're like, sick. I can't wait to get ulted like 20 times. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay.
But now I like Umbreon for sure. For definitely.
I
for
wish.
defensiveness.
Dura. Love Dura.
Druddigon was not Druddigon.
Surely he gets an evolution at level 5, right? Because with new Evo, surely.
Duraludon will
Make
be
him
so
better.
Cool.
That would be so awesome.
So fun. But,
Nexus, you've been growing everybody else's picks. What's
my picks are okay. Yeah, this is true. I tried to make it a safe space, but then I heard Pikachu and Crustle, and I was like,
I respect the crust.
The crust.
Oh god.
oh yeah, he was so happy for Crustle because like that man loved Crustle like before anyone else was even out.
He loves bugs, bro.
Crustle, and that's when I started.
He must like Scyther
No,
then,
he
man.
loves Scyther.
Buzzwole
too. Buzzwole's unironically
Buzzwole,
fire.
that's right.
Yeah.
So I personally don't think my picks are cringe.
Scizor, let's go.
But depending on who you ask, they might think my picks are cringe, right? So
well, that's a what hell of a way
We'll
to
be the
look at it.
Utilization.
He's a comfy
oh
one
my god, I
trick.
wish. So I play every assassin you could think of. I play like
judging here, go
Leafeon, Zork. Zork is my most played, so I play a lot of Zork. When the game first came out,
That's
yeah,
about
right. When the game first came out, I also played a lot of assassins. I played Gengar and Absol. So
Okay.
when Gengar on launch, what I tell you right
Absol.
now, I literally like, I was flabbergasted. I vomited on stream multiple times when I saw launch Gengar.
Good.
I don't know who.
Oh my
someone
God.
didn't check this mon.
Stop.
You can't touch him. He's literally it's like a spirit with like 9 AKs. Like you can't touch him. You can't.
I still have trauma.
Yeah, the amount of times I got tilted
It's
because
crazy.
of him.
Yeah, it was like.
Dude, I remember just. Exactly.
I definitely-
Teleport.
I alt F4'd because of him a couple times, that's for sure. Oh, okay, but it's you're on a computer. Wow,
Hard
just like
close.
No,
that.
he got power
Yeah,
crunched
exactly.
into the
Hard
world
close.
and was nerfed multiple times, man. So
my
rip the
God.
goat, but he's fun to play, not fun to play against. That's kind of like most of the mons I play. Zork, I think is the most fun mon ever in the entire game to play. But if you go up against a really good one, it's just like it's actually a snooze fest. Like
Game over.
It's actually the worst
Yeah,
time
it is
in
the worst
world.
time.
It's
The
actually
worst
the worst
time.
time.
I played a lot of all-arounders as well too. A lot of all-arounders.
Oh my god.
Oh, not balanced at
When
all.
you
Not
started-
balanced
I
at all.
played him
He was
too.
also really
I played him.
good.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was good. Yeah, I
was
liked
not
him.
What did you
balanced.
guys think of
Everybody's fun.
Because I saw a lot of people just like
Yeah.
spam him, dude.
He was really, really good. He was a little broken, but I
he was-
think
I
it was
like
good
said
that he could hurt
one
himself.
every
It was kind of
match.
like sacrificial. Sometimes you would have to kind of maybe kill yourself because of sacrificing your health on the battlefield while you're doing. What was it that one attack? I forget. It's like where he goes like choo 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 choo. Like if you.
Volt switch?
Yeah, Volt
maybe?
switch.
Wait, do you talk about
think?
the range?
Oh,
Wild
Wild
yeah,
Charge,
yeah.
where he eye frames.
Wild
Yeah,
charge, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he hurts him. I think he hurts himself a little, depending on how much damage you do, or something along those lines. And I thought that was a good balance to how powerful he could have been. And then I know that kind of got nerfed a little bit,
I
but
don't think he
he's
hurts
still.
himself. He has self heal. He
did?
has
No.
self heal.
He just like explodes. Yeah, if anything, he heals.
Yeah, he has
life
life
steal.
steal.
Wait, I swear I thought he hurt himself with something. Am I?
Bruh.
Oh,
They're
dude.
just so squishy that like
Dude,
someone
could you
looks at
imagine
them and they like
Yeah.
evaporate.
Yeah, they have some of the
Yeah.
lowest HP in the game. Easily for sure.
It's like me playing Ash or Tracer on fucking Overwatch. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm ready to
dude.
die, but I'm gonna do all the DPS.
Overwatch
All
is
right,
a
baby.
whole other drug, man. That's a whole nother drug, man.
I,
That's a whole nother drug.
you said Ash, and I thought you meant Ash Ketchum.
Ash Ketchum. Yeah, dude, he's a playable Pokemon.
Bro, outside of like, dude, outside of like freaking the obvious Mewtwo, right? That's like the most worst thing to play in the game.
Ash
Gonna be
running
real.
around.
Can't stand like Umbreon, Lapras, Slowbro. Can't stand him. Can't stand him. Can't do it. Can't do it.
The tanks are
forgot Lapras
Yeah,
strong
they're
was in the
right
game.
now.
super strong.
Mm.
Super strong.
Fuse, you know why.
Ow. Well, dude, I could tell. I
Yeah,
came
no,
back-
Umbreon is
Yes.
dumb. Umbreon is so dumb.
Very
thing, and I
strong.
like won 4 in a row with Umbreon. I was like, what the fuck just happened, dude? I kept mean looking. The poor,
Yeah,
the poor
Umbreon is
Chansey was
dumb.
fighting it.
Umbreon
It
is
just
dumb.
couldn't run.
But
It couldn't
Meowscarada,
go
though.
anywhere. It kept smacking
All of
it.
its
I was like,
movesets
oh,
are
it's dead. I was
good.
like,
Meowscarada
brother,
soon.
Oh, no.
Meowscarada
Mimikyu
was
is
fun.
So good.
And
What
yeah.
do you? Wait,
Meowscarada.
what, looks good.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yeah, it does look interesting. I was about to say, so that leads to the next. Yeah, that leads to the next part of the discussion. What do you guys think of like the future of this
Comes out of-
game?
it comes
What
out
would
of,
you like to
Mimikyu,
see?
yeah.
What do you think's gonna happen? And maybe just like what characters would you like to see? in the
Okay, well,
game?
this guy
Would you like new
won.
maps.
His mom's
things
already
like
in the
that.
game. He's holding up a
Annihilate.
Mimikyu. You got till October. You good?
That's right.
Annihilate.
Um,
True, yeah. He's
start
the
with
Mimikyu friend.
start with Fuse.
Yeah.
Fuse. What would you hope for the future of the game? And like what
Oh, my God.
mons would should be in it? Yeah.
All right. Besides Annihilate.
That'd be
Interesting.
Oh
cool.
my god!
Hey,
and it's like super OP.
That would be cool.
That would be
That'd be
cool.
funny.
That would be super cute. I
think
wouldn't
that'd
hate
be
it.
funny.
somehow. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that'd be pretty
Bidoof,
sick.
Barrel. I think that'd be funny.
You can, it's like the squirrel.
I
What's the
honestly would play
squirrel?
around, running around as a little Bidoof, just doing like rollouts.
That's my
Yep.
goat.
Some stuff for
That is
That's
my
so
goat.
funny.
Surf, rock, climb, strength,
Is HM
Yeah.
That'd be so
strength.
Cut. Surf.
Give him
rock
fly.
climb,
Give him fly. The one you can never get.
It's like a flash.
I guess.
He can fly.
That'd be funny.
Amazing.
Just a golden radiance like the god doof that he is, and everyone just can't do anything.
Oh yeah, there is a lot of.
I mean, I
skins and
love
stuff, yeah.
the costumes and stuff. That
Goated.
They did, a lot of the
Goated.
Unite skins. Like some of them are kind of basic.
Goated. I'm on the fence where it
the
should have been gate
captain,
kept. Like,
the
okay,
Cinderace
like I
actually
get
just
why
got
they
that
brought it
coming
back,
as a return
but
player
like
was
every
just
time you see
great
someone
skin,
have it,
dude.
you know they played since
happy.
launch. So it's like it should have just been a little gate kept, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Honestly, I feel like I don't know how often they change the maps and stuff, but I do like the changes of how, like, you know, we had Zapdos refined for so long, and now we're fighting Rayquaza, which I think is really cool. I love the new different modes, like the
Yeah.
one where I played
The
like
Panic
one
Parade?
round
Yeah, that
of
shit was
where you have
odd.
to protect Tinkaton from a bunch of like big bad buses coming down your way.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I gonna stop the Regigigas, brother? He's a walking tank, dude. How is this happening? But I like that they're experimenting.
I'm with that,
and,
'cause I would love
for
playing as
Pokemon,
Mankey.
I think
I'm
it's,
with that.
I think it's very cool. But bring Annihilate in. You deserve it.
I'm with that.
Nexus. What about you?
Yeah.
I would
Mankey
cry.
would be so fun.
That
I'd
go
cry.
crazy.
Yeah,
Dude,
we're
just give
crazy.
him an axe catch him.
So okay, how do we do this?
Literally.
So I got a
Pokemon
million and
hat
one
on
things, but I'm gonna only say two things. I think we're probably gonna get more legendaries, and I want them to just not lie to me. I feel like I was gaslit, betrayed, right? They made a whole like 3-page essay saying, "Hey, Zashi was a problem for 3 months. She was crazy, but when we drop Mewtwo, he won't be like this. He was exactly like that." So
Do you believe in the conspiracy that they released him extra broken so they could do an emergency patch and be like, oh, we
I
fixed
really
it?
do. I really
We're
do.
gonna-
We are in a toxic relationship. I really do. Because one moment they're like, hey, we're going to mess up, but like we're going to
my
literally make up
God.
for it within 2 seconds. They don't, though. They don't. So it's,
It was one of the fastest patches
Yeah.
we've ever had. So that's why everyone is like traumatized and was like, you did this
yeah.
intentionally.
Yeah.
this was planned.
I feel like they don't like. I feel like they won't give us like the playable.
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be
I
like
could
next
imagine us
week,
playing as, like,
Groudon.
Groudon or like Kyogre.
Darkrai.
Those are, like, two
Darkrai
Oh,
next
yeah,
year.
I always forget
Darkrai
Mew
comes out next
exists.
year.
But I
Darkrai,
feel like
100%. I'm
Zacian,
telling you.
Mewtwo,
Wait, is Dark-
Yeah.
We got Mew.
Oh, is he actually,
He's-
or
he's
is he,
playable-
or is that
he's
just like
playable in
wishful?
Pokken, so he has a higher chance than like any of them are.
Pretty-
Oh,
Darkrai's coming out. Yeah,
Most people believe all the Pokemons
Yeah.
are coming.
I could see.
Oh, okay.
I gotcha.
That's it.
They have-
cool.
Gotcha.
And,
like
and
that.
it's just,
I could see
that's what's also,
Cresselia.
like, if you look at the Pokemon roster and you look at Pokemon Unite's roster,
Yeah.
it is,
It's
Even
like
their
similar.
animations, it is a 1-to-1 with their
Oh,
animations.
okay.
It's a 1-to-1.
yeah, I've heard that a lot.
shit.
So we could even see Suicune as well,
I
too.
mean,
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think Suicune is also probably
Damn.
a given, honestly.
I'd cry if we could sell
I
me.
love to
I think
see
there should be
Celebi.
a-
I think that'd be cute.
there should be a Call of Duty collab with this.
Yo, man.
Okay,
You're
kidding.
so
I'm kidding.
right.
Yeah, dude. All right.
Activision paid actor.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Power.
Finally!
Power, bro. It got Pokemon.
Nah,
with
if we
guns.
That's what we've all been waiting
yeah, if we just get a
for.
cool roster, I think this game is good. Like I think this is actually a spin-off
January 2024, dude, it's on
Pokemon
the
game
wish
that I can't
list.
ever really see dying. Like it just came to China. It just dropped to China
Same.
like a month or two ago. So it's like,
Mm.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just came
Finally?
over there.
Really? I didn't know
So
that.
I remember they left a spot open for them
Yeah.
for Worlds, but it didn't get there
Damn.
in time for them to
get there.
even have a team to
Yeah,
qualify.
yeah.
But that's exciting.
Yeah,
That's
we
really
really have to see
exciting.
them play. They're already
hopefully they
nasty
can
at the game. I mean, they're always good at really at MOBA games.
Yeah.
So China about to stomp out.
Surely NA wins Worlds
Surely.
again, right?
Surely.
Oh, we will. Just Mewtwo, please.
Three-peat.
Did
Oh my god.
Yeah, he comes out this Thursday.
Y is
Yeah.
coming.
Aren't they
Yep.
doing a thing with like Mewtwo,
Yeah.
like Mega Mewtwo?
Only
Y?
one
Yeah, we're
Mewtwo per
fucked.
team, though. No more.
really? I didn't know that.
God.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it's-
think
it's-
they are
Yeah, you
limited.
can't run them both at the same
Yeah,
time,
that.
and Y is 50 times more broken than X. So it's
I'm
It'll
learning
be
so much.
fine.
yeah.
Dude,
Which
I-
is
I-
this
this
podcast
podcast
it's just like
has
the
just been
game
me.
too. So like, why is better than X by Atlanta?
There's
Austin
so
is a-
much.
I'm usually the one who talks the most, so like I am more than happy. I'm more than
Now
happy
you
to
know
just be
how I
like,
felt
hey,
with
what do you
all the
guys think?
Zelda,
Oh, that's cool.
Austin is a sponge right now.
What character?
Yo, real.
Or
what
wait,
character
is
would
Yeah,
you
Cinderace
Cinderace
in
is
the
like,
game?
bro, he's like
Cinderace
the
is in the
poster
game.
child
Okay,
of the
so yeah,
game.
Cinderace.
He was the
He's a
first.
soccer
Oh
boy.
yeah, he
Pass.
is on the fucking.
He's
He
a
was in the.
soccer
He was
boy.
in the animation. He was in the
Starter.
animation. That's right.
Yeah,
Is
true. Dude,
Cinderace in the game?
Captain Cinderace.
Napoleon,
I love
he has a
Napoleon.
chance.
Oh,
I don't know about the
man.
other two, but Napoleon has a chance.
All the starters,
Yeah.
I think, have a
Yeah.
chance.
Napoleon, I think it'd be so
Honestly.
cool.
Yeah.
When is Garbodor coming in,
Man.
you guys? No, I would love to see. I would love to see Salamence and Flygon. Honestly, would
Dude, yeah.
would be cool too. I know it's a
Yeah.
lot of dragons, but yeah.
They like the dragons. Yeah.
But my boy Cradily, man, I would just see
Dude,
my
you
favorite
have
fossil,
every-
but like, what would he do? Like, I have
Also,
everything, by
I do
the
not
way.
think.
Fossilmon, ew.
Fossils, bro.
Where is Manectric?
Gabe,
Where
have you
is he?
seen- There's
I got
a.
bad
in-
news.
Cradily on standby. That's crazy.
There's this is like totally off topic. Gabe,
Okay,
there is
fair.
a fossil museum in Japan that is like
Ooh.
the Pokemon
Oh, yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
fossils. And
Uh-huh.
it's like it's really cool looking, and they have it like laid out like a display, like it's like a museum, like a fossil museum.
I love that.
It's
I
like
love
the
the
dino skellies of all the fossil Pokemon.
fossil
It's pretty
Pokemon are
sick.
so cool, man. I like.
Yeah.
They're
Okay,
in,
but
they're
what is
always
this fossil
so
Pokemon
fun.
though? Which generation has the best one?
My boy Cradily.
Oh, you're not gonna like what I have to say, man. I think Gen 6 has.
Mine.
I love Dracovish.
Yeah, Gen 6 has the best fossils.
Is mine.
They do.
Auroras. I know
Favorite
Tyrantrum is the
would be
big one, but Auroras
Tyrantrum.
is gorgeous. Like that mon is incredible.
Yeah.
Auroras is very,
Yeah.
very pretty.
It's
Yeah,
sick
I
as
actually
shit.
have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the mom that lived to see the end of time.
That was one
yeah.
of my. Yeah.
Yeah.
It gives
Exactly.
Me, it gives me Land Before Time vibes, and that was one of my favorite.
Yeah,
movies as a
Auroras,
kid, dude.
or I
It was
mean,
so good.
this is probably a
Borealis.
controversial take,
Exactly,
but I think
dude.
it's just because
So
of
good.
Kabuto.
the what is it? The Twitch.
Oh, Ammonite?
Which
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord
yeah,
Helix.
I really
That's
like an
valid.
Ammonite.
Oh yeah.
I have a special
That's
place
valid.
because of that.
Ammonite.
Because I was
Helix.
there when that shit was
Lord
going
Helix,
down,
yeah.
man.
Good
That was
times,
sick.
man.
Praise
Valid.
Praise the sun.
yeah, exactly. Bridget, what would you like to see in the future of the game?
Oh, so much.
She got a list.
So much. I wish. I wish we had more balance updates and more communication from the devs, mostly more than anything. If any, I wish they would give us almost like roadmaps. I feel like, yeah, I just wish we
Not-
balanced the game more often. And the letter was promising after the whole Zacian thing, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I've been burned, but they've given us letters
Actions.
before, man.
Actions speak louder than words, man. They really do.
I love the implementation of pick ban for competitive. It's amazing. I think having a ban on ladder would be incredible. I don't even want draft. I just want one ban. I think it would make the game so much healthier. But
Is that like in Rainbow Six Siege, where if you play comp, you can ban one person per side? Like I ban Thermite, they ban Mew or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I ban Zacian, they ban Mewtwo.
In the competitive format, and you can just do it in a custom lobby pretty much. They have something called draft mode, which is essentially the UI is each team gets one blind ban. So you could ban the same Pokemon, then it would just be one ban, but you do them at the same time. So each team just gets one ban, and then in the pick mode, you pick in order. So only one team can get Mewtwo, only one team can get Eldegoss, and you go back and forth pretty much. And I don't even think the draft piece is necessary for ladder. I mean, it would be impossible, to be quite honest, but if each team got one ban, I think it would solve a lot of issues that a lot of ladder players have, which is what I would say the majority of the player base is playing ranked ladder. So
that would be fire. Like they just drop someone broken, we ban that for the next month.
Until it gets fixed.
Just don't play it.
Yeah.
it's just I know some people are like, you think randoms are gonna know what to ban, and it's like, bro, I'm sure at least 2 or 3 people are gonna ban. If you're in if you're in a trio, you're allowed to trio queue. Yeah, you have an automatic majority. So I guess that could be dangerous if people are trolling, but
I didn't even think about that.
I don't know.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
I know. Whoa. I think that is probably the one thing that is like probably why it hasn't happened, if I'm being honest. But a lot of people want them to not allow trio queues, like, period. Like, a lot of people really hate that they allow trios because you do have so much influence.
No, you do.
Like,
I've seen so many trios that just don't lock support. Like, you can't lock trio and not have a support in there. You can't all 3 run attacker.
Yeah.
Like, this is ruining my night.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, it already is a problem, so it's like, I don't know. Pick your poison.
Even worse, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Thank you, Nexus and Bridget, for that insightful and encyclopedic knowledge almost of the game. And I would really appreciate that informing us and informing our viewers. We usually rate the game, so what we could do is kind of rate the current state of the game out of 10. I don't have a huge say in it, but I give it a solid like 8. It's fun, it's passable, and I don't think it's like, I think it's very approachable to new people, at least from what I've seen. Like, especially if you're just a casual person playing. So, and then it has like a really high skill ceiling for you to if you wish to, dive deep into the competitive scene. So I'd say it's a solid 8 out of 10. We'll go Fuse, Nexus, Gabe, and finish off with a Bridget. Go ahead, Fuse.
Okay. I'd say probably about 8.5, because I say this for the simple fact that I returned to the game after a couple months on Sunday, and they immediately gave me like a bunch of free rewards.
It's character.
Like, okay, you know what? I like games that do that.
It is character. It is, yeah.
Welcome back. Gives me more insight of that to keep playing. Yeah, character.
They're just getting
you get the serotonin from seeing the pixel.
But we're free though. We're free.
Yeah, it's totally for your benefit.
No, just your. Yeah, serotonin. Woo! We're totally free. You're totally gonna be in the top best players with all the free stuff. Yep. Totally. I'd definitely do like an 8 out of 10, because I feel like they did it pretty well. There's definitely some stuff that they can go and make the game a lot better. I'm sure that hopefully down the line they're going to go and implement those changes and stuff. But all in all, it's a fun game to play. So I definitely do like at least an 8 out of 10.
Oh boy, current state.
Current
state, right?
So.
Oh wow. I am really trying. I'm really trying here, man. I really am.
10 out of 10. I can feel it. I can feel it.
You want to dunk on it?
Feel the 10, bro. Legendary.
I think the points that you guys gave for an 8 is just objectively true.
First one ever.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
But your experience says
I gotta give it a 5. Yeah, because right now it's like literally what sucks is right now because it's because of Mewtwo really and kind of Comfy. But the thing that sucks about Comfy is you just drop a busted Mon or even like a solid strong Mon. Comfy turns them to strong to just OP. So it's like. The thing is, this game fundamentally has a good like a lot of good about it. It's the balance and the player base that ruins to me. Like it's just, oh my god. Like I have some people just get on the mic and just start going 0 to 1,000. So I'm like, all right, let me get the. They go crazy, and then they just hear their TV in the background, listen to 2.5 Men. I was like, dude, it's 2023, man. What is this? Like, so it's a wicked
Xbox Connect.
The Wild West.
Mike.
Literally.
It is crazy. Oh my god! And then I listen. I love Mewtwo. I think I'm call me boomer for this. I think he's one of the most raw legendaries of all time. Right? I mained him in Pokken. Right? But it's like what sucks is like he literally makes a lot of Pokemon unplayable. Like you're trolling if you play Pikachu. Mewtwo literally. Are you kidding me? Mewtwo just looks at him, punch,
Yeah.
you're dead. Like you can't play certain mods.
I knew he'd be OP. I
knew
knew he would.
too.
As soon as I saw him, I'm like, I don't even know the fucking
Groundbreaking.
game. I don't even fucking know the game. And as soon as I saw
OP.
Mewtwo was announced, I'm like, I'm going to hear from Bridget and now Nexus, of course. I didn't know you at the time, but I'm, now that I
Yeah.
knew you, I was like, I bet you. And I fucking knew everybody was gonna fucking hate him and he was gonna be OP.
As
It's
soon
like,
as they announced it, everyone was like,
Yeah, no,
"We're
it's
screwed."
over.
Like,
Yeah, like,
everyone
here we
was
go.
It's
so
over.
we knew nothing, and we were like,
Yeah,
"It's over."
it is.
Like,
yep.
It's over.
Literally.
I mean, like I get it.
goodness.
Mewtwo should be strong. I think Mewtwo should
my
be
dude
strong.
Frieza
But like this
is
is
out there
like there's
slaying,
okay, like
dude.
a
Get
lot of
him.
his moves, there's zero counterplay. It's point and click, and you will get touched. You will get touched. So it's like, what do you do? What do you do? Like you make one human error, not even.
You use Talonflame.
exactly.
Yeah.
So Nexus, you would say the game.
Yeah, Talonflame, yes.
Yeah. So Nexus,
Use Mimikyu, bro.
you would
Got
say
got
the game in a
disguise
general
body,
sense for maybe the
disguise.
average Joe Schmo. Is
Oh, yeah,
probably a
8, 9
higher
free.
rating, but in
Toy
terms of, like,
body.
the competitive scene is what is.
I
pretty
wouldn't even. I'd
impressive.
say mainly like the latter because there's two different completely scenarios being
The latter,
competitive.
okay.
Like the pros play a whole different game. Like they're using Mew and stuff. You are not finding Mew on ladder. You're not finding Mew on ladder. You're just not. That one is hard as hell to
Oh, I
play.
see.
Same with like
Okay.
Dodrio and like Zork and like all these other like top. They're stupid hard to play. So people are playing like Espeon and stuff. You know, like it's just.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they almost require coordinated. Dodrio is
Yeah,
very
Dodrio's
good.
extremely
I always
good.
forget he's in the game.
I keep forgetting Dodrio's in the game.
I love Dodrio.
It was the first new speedster
Yeah,
they
I'm-
added
I'm on
Yeah,
since
I love
launch.
Dodrio.
I was like, why
And
is this-
yeah, they
Who
do.
asked for this? Who asked
They
for
do stuff where they make
Doduo?
Mewtwo broken, but then they also make something like Dodrio, which is like honestly a huge skill expression. It plays very
Yeah.
awkwardly. So if you play Dodrio well, it's actually like extremely impressive. And they make like a mod like that, like so random, make it so high skills, so powerful, and then they also have Mewtwo that is also strong. And it's just
I love
funny
that.
what they decide
I
to
love that so much.
make
You know what
good.
that makes me think of? That makes me think of that meme I saw recently on Twitter. It was Rayquaza, 95 speed, like base speed, Lord of the Skies, travels through space, and then Miltank, 100
Look how
speed.
fast.
So it's like you got
That-
Dodrio
yeah,
and
That cow's got,
Mewtwo.
it's a bone diff.
Hell yeah.
Literally.
Dude, cows drinking milk. It's a
Yeah,
bone diff.
Exactly. Exactly. You can fucking run fast.
Bone dip.
Calcium
That
dip,
makes
by
sense,
the way.
actually.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah,
It does.
He's got strong bones, dude. He's going in.
Gabe, what about you? What do you think?
So I'm Austin.
Calcium
8
dip,
8 out of
yeah,
10. I would
great.
say. From what I've played, it's been a long time since I played, but the time I did play, it was 8 out of 10. It was fun. It was accessible. From the casual standpoint. I dipped my toes into the competitive. I think I went up to Ultra.
That's
Kind
good.
of medium rare. Kind of stuff.
That's
Whatever.
the second highest.
Yeah. Yes. Or maybe. Okay. Maybe it was what was one below
Veteran?
Ultra.
Veteran.
Maybe it was veteran. It was between veteran and ultra because I know me and my friend Logan, I think he was one higher, so I might have been veteran. But even there, yes, I was playing people that were actually like competent, and I think there are bots in the game when you first start playing it, because
Yeah.
skill-based
Yes.
matchmaking, or
A lot of
human
them.
bots, yeah, right. But it was still fun, and yes, I started getting my booty, slapped towards the end, and I was
I'm
getting
sorry.
annoyed that I couldn't be a god all
sorry.
the time, but yeah. But I mean, hearing from you guys, I mean, I climbed all the way up to Onyx on Halo Infinite. That's the master.
Okay,
rank,
talk your shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so I know how it fucking feels
the climb.
to deal with the fucking brokenness. And fuck you, Mewtwo. I know you need to exist for us to win now at this point, since you do exist. But
Make a statement.
no. Well, sorry, I worded that poorly. You need to use him to win in the comp matches. It sounds like, or at least
You
most
can
of
win
the time
without him,
you do.
but your chances with him is a lot higher.
Yeah, exactly.
you're-
So
Yeah.
it makes it more boring that way, though. It's like, come on, man, like make it a
It
balanced
is.
game. I mean, like it's like Zarya and Overwatch. I don't want
Before
wanna
they,
see-
there was like a 3-day period where they balanced
Yeah,
the
who
game,
wants
and
to
before
always
Mewtwo
win?
came out, and it
It
was
was.
super fun.
It was.
Yeah, like you saw.
I'm not even kidding. It was actually in a really good place, and now it's like you're either playing Mewtwo or you're playing anti-Mewtwo, and like Nexus said, you can't
God.
play
Yeah.
off meta like right
Yeah.
now.
And even outside of like a competitive standpoint, that gets stale, because it's just the same thing all the time,
Exactly.
But yeah, I feel
It's
for
like
you guys.
the chamber
and-
meta we were referring to before.
Oh
like,
my God.
Chamber was like, if you didn't have a chamber on your team, you didn't win. Like in Valorant, like
Yeah.
that's what it was back
Yep.
in, like
Yep.
like a while ago. So, but anyways, yeah, good. Bridget, wrap us up here on the Unite
Yeah,
discussion.
I feel like I can't ding it too much because this is the only game I play.
real.
I love this game. All I watch is this
Real.
game. I loved watching Worlds. I love the competitive scene. I'm totally in on this game, but current state, yeah, I'd probably say like a 7. Maybe I also have rose-colored glasses on right now because I haven't played all weekend. I
That's
haven't
good for
played
your
for
mental.
like almost a week,
You were
which
like
is a long
fresh
time
off
for
a
me.
game or something.
Yeah.
Fresh off the ladder, you'd be like, "Fuck this game."
I know I should have played a little before I got on here. So, but yeah, right now I think I watched Worlds. I had a good time despite
Yeah.
a lot of
So-
shocking.
Worlds was
performances, but-
so shocking. EU cooked. Cooked.
Oh, girl, we could have a whole
Yeah.
other discussion on that. Wow,
Yeah.
Worlds lit. It was
Yeah.
very different from last
Yeah.
year. The West
my
got
goodness.
knocked on
Yeah,
their
West got humbled. Yeah.
booties. For real.
Wow.
It was fun.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us on our discussion of Pokemon Unite. Thanks again, guys. I figured we could take like 5-10 minutes to talk about the news. We could talk about some of the outcomes of Worlds, but maybe just talk about like the news and things that they announced at the end of Worlds. So I'll just go ahead and lead that. Just kind of tell, and we can go into that. So two big things, three big things that kind of came out of Worlds was one. There's a big debate with generated mods in the VGC versus non-generated mods.
Yeah.
I personally, I think, like I said, my Peach Owl said it the best. Nobody sits there and thinks, "Wow, this guy is really good at farming eggs," when they're watching them on the world stage. And I think, I mean, just me personally, I'm just like, why can't they just do rental mons like they do in fucking Nintendo 64 era type? Like, give them they just give them the sheet of saying, "Hey, this is what I want." And then they just give them a Nintendo Switch that has like rental and everything, and then they don't have to worry about like the mons being transferred everywhere else. And it's just crazy to me. And then it evens the playing field and it makes it more accessible because then it makes it more about like skill and like
Mental
player decision
games,
and-
yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I don't
But
know.
it
That's
should
just
be
me.
about-
Oh my god.
Yeah, it would.
I completely agree.
Exactly. I mean, y'all
I
have any
completely
comments on
agree.
that?
I've been seeing all these jobbers, right? Just weigh in on this. I'm sitting there like, dude, you will never play this game. Like, why are you even weighing in? Like, it's the
Yeah.
dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then they're sitting down saying, Pokemon focus on story first. Yeah, no shit. No shit, man. Everyone's saying this should be a separate simulated, like a legal generated way that you can just port the mons in because it is like some legendaries are just straight locked. Like it just straight locked.
It's the legendary. It becomes very apparent when the legendaries are allowed in the
Yeah.
meta, and it just doesn't really make sense to allow a legendary in your competitive format that's not available on the game that you're playing the format on. I.e. Enamorous, I feel like has been a big one I've heard about.
Urshifu's a huge one as
Yeah,
well.
it just
too.
kind of is like
Yeah.
it doesn't really make sense to me, but it doesn't make sense to a lot
I
of
don't
people,
really
think,
understand
so.
it myself.
I'm really surprised they even I'm really surprised that they even changed the format. So leading up to Worlds, up to NAIC, it was just Scarlet Violet Mons, and then the Pokemon Home update came out, and then they said I think it's called Regulation D, and that allowed everything that basically if it can be in Home and it can be on Scarlet and Violet, then you can use it, and that's what it basically opened up the floodgates. And I know a lot of people who were in the competitive scene that were panicking, and like everyone was trying to, like, nobody knew what the meta was at that point. I mean, there were so many different things, and usually the way it works is like a meta kind of develops over a season, and then and then you see the peak of it at Worlds. Not, oh, let's change the entire meta and rule set and way the things work right before our the peak of our competitive scene.
Right.
Anywho, do we have any other comments on that before we move on to the next point?
Gen equals basically hacked
Generated
into the game, right?
Yeah.
Or not, or
Not organically
yeah.
caught
I mean,
or trained in the game.
Correct.
isn't that how it's always?
Hot and fresh.
I mean, most top players
mostly.
Gen.
Hatched
Most
from
top
an
players
egg
Gen.
fresh.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
top players
Yeah.
Gen. Because you have a job,
Yep.
job, family, friends. You got the time for all that.
Yeah, unless you have someone or a community like helping you acquire these
I feel like this
Pokemon
is nothing new.
legitimately, it would be actually impossible. Like actually impossible.
Me
No,
and
100%.
B and Quinn, we were like, yeah, I mean, that we were saying literally the exact same stuff you guys were just saying, like,
Yeah.
we have lives. We're not, like 10 years old after
Yeah.
school, 12 hours a day
Right.
kind of thing, like, I mean,
And it just doesn't impact the competition. Like it really
Exactly.
doesn't impact the competition.
yeah.
So
Isn't that how it's
it would
always
make it
been
better.
too, or at least it was for NAIC. It was nobody had any issues there. I mean, I know Worlds is obviously a larger scale, but
There was
like,
I
issues.
think it was
there
the
was issues.
legendaries.
There was
Okay.
issues.
Yeah.
People still gen their stuff.
There was
Like people were
issues-
definitely genning Chimbaos. They were definitely genning Chimbaos. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it just it wasn't as apparent because it wasn't like you could still get Shein Pao, and like it was like slightly more accessible.
Yeah.
At that
Okay.
point in time versus now where it basically like getting the Metamons was like really hard unless you had like an
Yeah.
entire backlog of games or you were.
Yeah, I mean, like
Okay.
I saw some take where they said just don't allow legendaries, and I was like, dude, I'm seeing those pearly gates. I'm not weighing out on this. I'm seeing those pearly gates because I'm just sitting there like, dude, don't allow legendaries. Because I'm sitting there like, dude, legendaries are dumb strong. Like they are. I mean, like look at top level. Even like Auras VGC, Sun Moon VGC, bro. Majority was legends and megas. Like they make these mechanics and these mons to be used for competitive play. They're lore too, but like, come on, they're legendaries. They have dumb stats. Like. She was gonna annihilate a freaking Skeleturge any day of the week. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And it's
Right.
just how they keep their meta fresh. They
Yeah.
start with the Pokedex of the new game, and then over the 2-year period before the next game. It's just so formulaic. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
100%. Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like the scene is.
I feel like it's been a
It's
The
an
scene is
unspoken
growing.
rule.
The
It's
scene is
literally an
growing because I
unspoken
mean, like
rule.
at that, but like 3DS was annoying to actually gen. It actually was annoying to gen. With the Switch, it is
Right.
It's 2 seconds, literally, and there's bots and discords for it. You don't even have to do it yourself. So it's crazy.
Easy free real
Yeah, it's
estate
free
right
real
there,
estate.
man. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 All right, well, yeah, Pokemon coming to get your shit together. Part 1. Part 2, we'll jump in the others, get your shit together before we go into the TCG because the TCG is actually like really cool in Pog right now. But before we get into that, the Honolulu or Hawaii announcement. While the place is burning down and it is over tourismed and blah 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 blah, that was a PR nightmare. bro.
Nightmare. That just okay. Let me start out with this, dude. Like, yes, I'm sure this has been planned for months or maybe even years. But like, dude, I think anybody with a soul that is higher up would have been able to quickly, phone, hey John, hey Mr. Whoever, let's go, or
John
Mrs.
Pokemon.
Let's just hey Mrs. Mr. Pokemon. Let's not announce this right here, and we're going to reschedule, if not postpone, the Hawaii, event. You know,
Bro,
maybe we'll do Hawaii in 2026.
here's the thing, though, is I really don't.
California.
Okay, okay. I might be. I don't know if there's many people agreeing with me here. I think that's big cap. I don't think they've been planning this for months/years. I don't think they have, because I mean, the Hawaii's been saying no tourism for 10 plus years. So even if they've been planning this for let's entertain that for like a year, bro, Hawaii really still got the stonks on them. They said no tourism for like 10 plus years, right? So it's like, even if they plan this for 6 months, bro, it actually takes 3 seconds of a Google search to look that up. You know what I mean? But I really think they probably planned this
To
for
see
like
that, like, oh, hey,
the
this
last 4 months. I don't think this was. I really don't. I don't.
Yeah.
The
And this is
timing-
getting into like. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I was gonna say the timing with the wildfires is unfortunate. I do feel
Yeah.
like they could have I know it's their thing to announce the next location at the finals of the previous worlds, like they do it every year. So I hear. So I know they wanted to announce it this weekend, but I feel like they should have waited. I think
Maybe
at
waited a
minimum they
little
could have
longer.
maybe waited. I don't know, man. I just think
Like you could have waited till like Christmas, or you could. I mean, like literally,
Couldn't
like you didn't. You didn't. Need
And I
to
know,
drop
like,
it now.
I didn't know this until I heard Honolulu, but apparently Pokemon, like the company, loves
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Yep.
It's been
Yeah.
they've had worlds
Yep.
there like 3 times
They have a whole
previously.
game based
It's been a
on
while.
it.
It's definitely
Like they.
yeah. It's kind of entirety of Gen 7.
Yeah.
Right.
And I do get like it sucks. Everyone has to come by plane. I think that really sucks. But I get that it's like a halfway-ish point, I guess, from like some of the eastern countries in the U.S. But
yeah.
I was very saddened to see.
I was like, ooh.
I was not happy about that one.
They
But-
did release an apology, but
And a big donation, but there's also been
Yeah.
reports that the U.S. government is stealing donations.
Oh.
I'm not sure what to
Love
believe.
that.
Oh man.
Crazy.
No. We live in a very pure world. No governments would ever do that ever.
You're so
We-
right. You're so right.
Yeah.
This will be for the better.
Um,
Pokemon will actually exist in real life because of this. Bridget.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, worth
Well,
it.
before we get political,
Cut that part, Austin. Cut that part. Cut that part.
Not worth it. Not worth it.
lastly, TCG is going hog wild. I love the TCG. I won't lie.
I know nothing about TCG.
I like
pretty
the
fun.
state of it.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
much
pretty
about it
fun.
either.
It's-
All I know is I think I have a ton of like type cards or whatever it is, and you need to keep slapping those.
So Mewtwo,
They do have types
or-
in that game, yes.
Yeah, they do. They really do. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They do have like there is some meta decks, and they're about to go out of rotation. Like the Mew V Max deck that won Worlds, that's going out of rotation. This next thing. But they announced these new like ancient and future
Oh, those
mons.
look
They said the
sick.
paradox mons, but they're in card format. They look really. I mean, just besides look, they also look really fun to play. I'm excited to see like how they implement that into the game and
It
like
looks
like,
similar
what-
to the Rapid and Single
Yeah.
Strike.
Yeah, it looks like a cooler
cards.
version of that. Yeah.
Yeah, they do look cooler.
Yeah. Then they also are bringing back this thing called Ace Spec, which is like basic.
Oh,
so there's this thing in the
yeah.
game currently called Radiant Mon. So like it's Radiant Greninja, Radiant.
Those are
Blastoise,
used in
Radiant
competitive
Alakazam.
play?
Shiny.
And
Those are used in
And-
competitive
what's
play.
that?
Those radiant cards.
yes, they are. So those cards are actually kind of like most of them have like really broken abilities. And those abilities, they're so broken that only one Radiant card is
Wow.
allowed per deck. So
Okay.
Wow.
So that's a Mon, and then A Spec is that, but for trainer cards. So there's like one really good trainer card you can get, but you can only have one A Spec.
I heard
trainer
about
card in
those
your
from like
deck.
Gen 5. Yeah, I heard about those.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see that come back. I think it'll be really cool. I'm excited to see how it shakes up the meta. Yeah. So, but yeah. Anyways, I think that's really everything from Worlds. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Oh, you got something to talk about? Tell us about something. Oh, I'm sorry.
I got some stuff to talk about. I'm gonna fight you. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. It's okay. No. It's simple stuff. It's about the TCG actually. So we got two things from the
Oh,
trailer.
yeah.
Oh,
We got
yeah, the virtual
Pokemon trading
console.
card game that showed up on Nintendo Switch Online. So that's back, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, they're going
and then,
ham with TCG.
Yeah, and they also got the little the animation thing for the
Oh,
Pokemon.
The
yeah, the
animation
on YouTube.
heads are eating.
I'm excited. Oh wait, it's up
the
already.
first
Hello?
episode is like
Hi, Quinn.
so cool.
What?
There's Quinn.
Yeah,
I love
the first
her.
episode's up. Hi, Quinn.
She's hanging out. Guest appearance.
Guest appearance.
Quinn.
She just got done with coding class. Sorry. Keep going.
She's gonna be so smart.
Oh,
Appearance by
wow.
Quinn.
I'm happy you were.
Yeah, two
Giraffe
thumbs
Yeah,
up, baby.
that
I love
was
that guy.
Giraffe
I
I'm
kind of
happy.
love him
So
too.
excited.
That
He
was
is-
announced during the
I'm the only
direct.
one here that hates him. Oh,
but-
that's crazy.
Oh no, I hate him too.
okay,
Don't
cool,
worry.
cool,
Don't worry.
cool,
I think
cool.
he's hideous.
I love derpy
He's
shit
perfect,
like
don't
that.
worry.
So
See that? I actually want to see. That's my boy. That I actually want to see
I
that.
can't wait for Triceratops Entei, dude. I'm
get that dog in
excited.
him. True.
Yeah.
I liked
All right.
Reptar Suicune,
Yeah, me too.
so I was kind of on
Me too, I love
board.
Bucky Wake.
Reptar
Megalodon.
Suicune was pretty sick. Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Okay. Well, that'll do it for us. I know a
Yeah.
very Pokemon centric episode. We haven't done a Pokemon centric episode in a minute. And we did a lot
Been
of
a
stuff
minute.
last
It has
time.
been a
It's been a minute. We've had to force Fuse to sit through all the Zelda stuff. He's not a Zelda person.
Oh, we got more Zelda coming, baby. Fuse, get ready.
No, we have. No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Mario.
Oh, Phantom Hourglass, best
No,
game
we
ever.
don't. Shut up. No, shut up.
You could.
How many times can you fucking have Pikachu?
How many times can you
Infinite.
save the same princess?
Thank you everybody so much for watching.
Come on.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the wonderful things. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify. Release an audio version only. If this video gets 30 likes, it's another Nintendo gift card, baby. I'm gonna do a $20 one this time.
Oh shit! What the hell?
You're giving that to me. You're
What
actually
are you
giving.
doing?
He's giving it to
Slap
me.
that like.
Make sure you comment below. If you comment below, you'll be getting this. I announced last week's winner at the beginning of this video, and yeah. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Do we got any last nickels, pieces, anything?
Bite
for
ups.
the- yeah.
Yeah, on opposite
There we
day.
go.
Am I
There we
right
go.
or am I right?
All right, everybody.
Spot
Thanks so much
sucks.
for watching. We'll see you guys.
It's
next
not
time.
good. It's
Bye.
bye, everybody. Bye. Good morning.